A blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are doing okay. Hope you're all enjoying your day. Well, today is the day. West Indies and England, they are set to do battle once again. We could see West Indies going ahead and winning the series, or we could see England leveling things up and setting up a very exciting fifth and final game. So we're going to talk about that, right? Big news though, Shimron Hetmyer and Alzarri Joseph, they are out of the squad. Johnson Charles and O'Shane Thomas, they are now in. Gonna give you some info on that as relates to why the selectors and the coach would have decided to go that way. Also, we're going to take a look at what Captain Ravman Powell had to say. He did his interview yesterday and he spoke about the third T20 game that we narrowly lost. And he spoke about what the mindset is like going into today's game. So just give a listen here until the end and let me know what you all think in the comment section. Alright, so first things first, before we go down into what Captain Ravman Powell had to say. So yesterday evening, we saw some news coming out that CWI, they have decided to drop Shimron Hetmyer, and they would have decided to bring in Johnson Charles, right? You guys would remember that Johnson Charles recently played against India, and Shimron Hetmyer, since making his return, hasn't had a fruitful time, right? So he's out of the squad. And with Rutherford performing in the last game, they would have decided that if they are bringing in another batsman, there is no need to keep Hetty. So he's out. And this is for today's game and the final game, right? We also see where Alzarri Joseph has been rested. That I'm giving you the words that have been used, right? So Alzarri Joseph has been rested. And they are watching this is to manage the workload, right? Bearing in mind that we're going to be going up against Australia early next year. And he's our main frontline bowler there. So he's out and O'Shane Thomas comes in for him. So those are the two changes for the final two T20 games of the series. All right, let's go into what our captain Ravman Powell had to say now. So Powell was speaking about the dressing room after such a close defeat in the third game. He was saying that the guys are still upbeat. It's a positive vibe. And, they are still leading the series. So everybody is in a good place. And they are looking to go out there and secure victory and take the series, right? He was talking about it and saying that, they just have to reflect on the things that they did wrong. They scored a lot of runs, but they were not able to defend it. So as a group, they just need to look at that and see, why they came up short and what they need to do in the future if they are in a similar situation. He's saying that in terms of the bowling unit just need to execute. They need to come together, and the plans that they put together on paper, they need to be able to transfer them from the paper to the pitch and effectively transfer them to the pitch, I might add, right? He went on to talk about the England team. He was asked about the six-hitting team of England. Well, the six-hitting of England's team. He was saying if they get their bowling right, then they don't have to worry about their six-hitting. They don't need to worry about that. Once they get their bowling right, once they are putting the balls in the right area, that is something that they don't really need to worry about. He was also asked about Kyle Mayers and Sheffield Rutherford and even himself, why he didn't go with another option instead of Jairus to bowl the final over. He was saying that going into the final over, Jairus was going at 10 and they wanted over 20 to win. So he backed him as one of the main bowlers. And, he's saying that is something that he would feel comfortable doing in the future if it is the case that his bowler is one of the main bowlers going like that for 10 and the team is looking for over 20 to win, he's more than likely always going to back the frontline bowler to go out there and to get the job done. It's just a pity that Russell wasn't able to get us over the line this time around. So that is for those who were asking about Rutherford and Kyle Mayers. He was saying once he wasn't going at a crazy run rate, then he would have definitely backed this. He would have definitely backed the main bowler instead of bringing in a part-time bowler. So that is what he's saying where the Andre Rossi situation is concerned. He was also asked about this. What is the secret to getting the players to perform under his leadership, under his captaincy? He was speaking about just being honest and giving the guys an opportunity to play their role, giving their guys an opportunity to play, where they are comfortable at. Saying that the team is a strong team and the unit is good. So if guys are able to get their favorite role, get the role that they are comfortable playing, and they feel confident in themselves, then more than likely they will be able to go out there and put out a good display for the team. So he was even asked about back to the bowling. He was asked about defending totals if the team is worried about not being able to defend. He was asked about when we made that 200 and odd against South Africa and lost, and then obviously this 222 here against England. He was saying he is not worried about that. It's just about improving in all three areas and not necessarily sticking down on the bowling. It's about improving in the batting, the bowling, and the fielding. He's going to be politically correct as the captain, but I will say this: the bowling needs work. You understand, the team, the team is strong on paper in terms of batting, but if we leak in runs like this, we can't win. We can't win a sort of tournament. And they said they are trying to put together a unit to go towards the World Cup that we are hosting next year. But if we're going leak runs like this, team not going give us any chance, So he's saying that it's just about all three parts being improved. And he pinpointed the wide Yorker, saying that is something that we need to be able to execute and things. So it's going to be interesting, my viewers and subscribers. Skip was saying that hopefully going into today's game, they can get off to a good start and they can give the people something to cheer about, saying that they did win for the victory in the last game, right, to close out the series, and that is definitely what they are going to do in today's game. They are going for the victory and hopefully things will work out. So yeah, that is pretty much how it is looking, my viewers and subscribers. Later on today, West Indies versus England. Just continue to stay tuned to the channel. Have another little update I want to give you guys before the game. So I'm dropping this one bright and early. Big up on yourself. Stay safe.